Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to an unboxing of something that came to me while I was gone to BGG Con. And you know, many of you have probably seen this unboxed before, but I'm going to do it as well because it's so cool. What I do like about their packaging for Awakened Realms is they make sure, you can see this box has gotten dinged up, but there is plenty of protection and padding in there to keep things safe during travels. So I just wanted to show you this big giant box, man. It's huge. We're going to pop that open and see what's in it. So let me pause for a moment. I'm going to open this box up, get it off the table, and have the box, whatever's in there. Going to be fun. Okay, again, I just wanted to quickly show you how well how well padded this is. Everything's protected. There's a lot of good stuff in there. There's a surprise box right on top. And apparently some dust came out of the box because it made me sneeze. Anyway, this is one of the most anticipated games of the year for me, for sure. Maybe just one of the most anticipated games for me, period, just because of the nature of it. You know, I like role-playing games, I like games that we can play together and tell a story, and that's what this one does very well. So this is a surprise box. We're going to put that aside for a moment. I'm going to take this other great foam custom insert out and show you that you'll see that I have almost everything. I don't think I did an all-in pledge, but I did close to it. Anyway, this is the Fall of Avalon Monsters box, and what's cool about this is I did do the Sundrop pledge on this, so you will get to see some Sundrop stuff. Anyway, here is the box. Now, what I didn't get, because I don't do a lot of sleeving and I don't really enjoy that, is I didn't sleeve my game. So anyway, that's it for what's in that box. Let's go take a look at it now. I'm going to go backwards a little bit. I'm going to do the monsters box first because I want to see how these monsters look with the Sundrop on them. And one of the reasons I did that is because I'm finding that my time and my ability to paint miniatures has been very, very limited with my work and kids and all that good stuff. So I'm finding that I think the Sundrop pledge might be a way to go for me, because I do like to have painted miniatures and all that, but I just don't have the luxury of time in doing that. Anyway, the first thing it comes is with a cool insert that shows you where everything is and how it lays out, and there they are. Oh man, wow, cool, right? So we'll take a look at these first because this is super exciting, and then we'll get into the main box. But I definitely wanted to show off some of these. I have a feeling it's taped. Is it taped? Nope, just nicely secured on there with the printed Tainted Grail logo on it. But look at, oh my gosh, wow. We're going to take a look at each one of these in turn. And again, I love the Sundrop stuff. Gives it the feel of being painted without me having to do all the work. So anyway, they smell like paint. Interesting. Anyway, look at the detail on this guy. This is so cool. And I can't wait to see what these miniatures, they come out in the story in the game. I mean, look at that dude. Wow, that's awesome. These are the monsters that are in the game. This looks like a guy from like a Wild Hunt or something like that. Based on the mythology, I could see that occurring. Look at her. Wow. That is him, her, it. They, them, there. Okay, I think I've covered it all in that statement, right? Okay, there you go. There's this creature right here. Goat-headed demon-looking thing. Pretty sweet. And then we got, let's see, what's this one? A headless horseman with a big giant whip. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, there's such awesome details. Amazing. Look at the detail in the whip, and the Sundrop really brings that out. That is pretty sweet. I think that's the way it went. Yep. And here's this one. Oh wow, look at that. That is so cool. What is that made of? What is that, guys? Is that swords? Looks like swords or something. Or just fabric. It's hard to tell. It might just be fabric. Anyway, some kind of ghost-like spirit. So that's the top row. Pretty darn cool. Look at this like ugly undead wolf thing. Pretty neat looking there, huh? These are going to look so nice on the table with the Sundrop paint on them. Oh, look at that's a weird woman coming out of a creature. I don't know what any of these creatures are. I made a point of not seeing anything past the tutorial, so that's the only thing I know. Alright, continuing on, there's something in here got to my nose when I just opened the box. Wow, look at the detail on this thing with all the, oh my gosh, that is just fantastic looking. And the Sundrop wash just really makes the details stand out. Wow, that is so amazing looking. Ah, that's nice. Okay. And let's see which one goes this way. nice having the the guide to show us where things go, right? Okay, and then we got this serpent thing again. Oh man, look at that. You know, I could use these in like a D&D game. That'd be pretty badass. Okay, anyway, we're gonna keep going through these real quick. Here's another serpent. This is looks like a hydra. It's got multiple heads. Definitely a hydra. Sweet. Wow. And again, the insert tells you exactly how they go back in, so you don't have to worry about it. Oh, look at him. I have a feeling he's going to be really nasty. Got weapons sticking out of him already, like he's been stabbed and attacked. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of armored hound. Something like that. Very, very cool. Again, I don't know what any of these things are yet. I haven't really paid attention. Like I said, past the tutorial, I've not looked at any gameplay. So, another weird-looking armored creatures. There seems to be a lot of armored creatures. That's a little nerve-wracking, considering that we're going to be playing like not the heroes. Looks like, look, he's even got weapons stuck in him up there. It looks like some kind of I don't know, a rock or something like that. Big giant bird, right? What we got here? We got this guy hero. He's got a long, crazy neck. It looks like he's made out of wood or something like that. Hard to tell what direction he's facing in. He's weird looking. We'll have to see what he is when we deal with him, right? Then this one, yeah, there's something that looks pseudo-normal, like some kind of satyr, perhaps, or nope, he's got feet. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I don't know what any of these guys do. This guy looks exactly like what he is. He's some kind of knight. But the detail, phenomenal detail on these, and the sundrop really brings out the details. Probably better than if you painted it. This looks like a group of crazed villagers. Gotta love the crazed villagers. They probably come after you at some point and want to kill you. Okay, we'll see when they come out. It's hard to say. And then this guy, it can kill the villagers. He's pretty nasty looking. He's got like skulls on his pinchers there. Okay, that's very interesting. Two more to go. Two more to go. We got this big one here where he's holding a dude by his head with one of his forearms. Another knight-looking guy. God, these miniatures are so cool, man. Miniatures have come a long way. You know, this is a lesson that could be learned by some of the ones that make you assemble the miniatures. You don't need to anymore. I mean, look at the detail on these. What do you need to assemble? There's no reason to. The detail level on these is insane. Anyway, that's what's in that box, so let's continue on to the main box now and see what's in there. Okay, here's the main box with the fantastic art on it. We're going to pull this thing open and have some fun with that. Let's see. So there's a Get Started Here guide, and this is basically going to walk you through the tutorial. And this is the first thing you play. I'm definitely going to do that. I'll probably do that on camera, even though it's been done a bunch of times already. And then you got the main rule book, shows you all of the cool art and stuff in the game, and also has really nice, clear rules from what I understand. The only thing it can be a little complicated in the rule set is combat, which I guess is interesting, and it's differently unique. I've seen enough videos on it. I get it conceptually. It'd be interesting to play it out in the tutorial. But anyway, that's that. And then there's the journey. Then this one, this is something that was a must for me, for sure, is this book. And this is the... I'm going to open it, but anyway, it's the book, just because I want you to see the artwork on it, but I need to cut it open. I don't want to ruin it. Okay. Get this tape off it. I'm using an X-Acto blade, so I got to be a little careful. But this is the journal, the guide that basically has all the story elements in it. And this is something that makes these types of games really worthwhile for me, because it gets to tell a really unique story. And this one is pretty darn cool from the parts that I've seen before. And again, I'm not going to try and spoil anything for you. I'm just going to give you an idea what it looks like on the inside if I can possibly get it open. It's so far the most difficult thing to open in the game is this guide. I guess they don't want you to open it yet. Anyway, it is it's decent quality. It's it's plastic. It's got that nice paper to it, and it kind of talks about the exploration journal and how it works, and it has every location in it. So that's pretty awesome. Like I said, I don't want to ruin that for you. These are letters for your characters, your main characters, from your mentors. So we're going to leave that alone too. And then there's also a general map. Uh-oh, my map's got messed up. Hey, wake around, my map's got messed up. It's okay. They're supposed to be a little tattered anyway. But that's what these are, little maps for the characters to use. And then there is a save sheet, which allows you to save your game in progress, and it keeps track of your characters, what's going on, and the locations that you have. Okay, now we did get a additional character in this one right here that came in the game. That is going to be in this box. There's of course the stuff to keep things fresh. That's pretty cool. And as you can see, she's got her setup here, and then her main card here with her special abilities of scouting, etc. And then we got lots and lots of plastic stuff. So this top comes off. First off, these are the player boards right here. I guess I can open these in just a moment. Okay, so here's the player boards. Now these sections do come out. Like you can see, take her and put her in there instead, just to give you an idea. But these are colored for the characters that you play originally, the ones that come in the game. And again, the artwork is fantastic. These inset player boards are super nice. And these are the characters that you have. And again, you can pull it out and see what their setup looks like, and then put it back in place. Got my favorite character, Maggot, there, and then Ariv, I think his name is Ariv. Anyway, he looks crazy. I like that. I like crazy dudes. And then you get these. This is just all the rest of the stuff. There's so much stuff in here that we're going to look through. So first off, these are the menhirs. I don't know if they're all different or not, but this is one of the menhirs right here. You see that you slip a token in there, which we'll talk about in just a moment. And it does look like all the menhirs are different. And basically what you're trying to do is keep these guys going, because if they get snuffed out, then darkness envelops the land and terrible things happen. And there's the other one there. God, they're so nice looking. Wow, what a great job on that. Okay, then we got tokens up. These are the cubes that you'll be using to track your stuff, damage, etc., etc., so on and so forth. We'll put those back in there. These are these things here that go on your board and clip to here. If you haven't seen this before, that track the thing. I'll take one out and show you so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so basically you get this clipped on right. Sorry, got to get it in right. There we go. Right here, and it gives you your, well, should it work correctly, it gives you your stats. Anyway, and this is going to go like this, and it's basically going to give you, oh man, it's not staying, I'm sorry, don't know why. But anyway, that's the theory behind it, is you put it on here, and it tracks your stats as you go down, right? And I don't remember if it's up or down, I don't remember if I think it goes like this. But anyway, because as you go down, it shows you what your stat levels are at. Anyway, there we go, finally worked. Okay, those are cool. And then you got, these are, I don't know what these tokens are for, I'll have to see in the game. Like I said, I kind of avoided some of the little bits and pieces of things. There's baggies, I like baggies. Baggies are good. These are the coins for the menhirs. Lots of baggies, nice. Okay. These are the coins for the menhirs, so we'll take a look at those as well. They too were given the treatment of the sundrop coating, which made them actually, I noticed this and somebody else mentioned this too, makes their numbers a little hard to see because there's 9, oh that's 6, so 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 you can see on there, but it's a little hard to make out. Also says the same thing on this side, and they're basically all the same. So that's those tokens right there. Plus you got these tokens. Again, they're plastic and they're thick, but I'm not sure what they do in the game yet. Then you got baggies and baggies and baggies, which I like. Okay, baggies are good. They help us get stuff done. Now let's take a look at the rest of the miniatures that are in here real quick, because these are the characters. That's the bonus character you get in the game. She's pretty cool looking. Again, highly detailed, great miniatures. You know, they're stuck in there pretty good. Here's one of the other ones. I think that's the wizard guy. I can't remember what his name is. Which one is that? That is going to be, no, that's not Bjorn. This is Bjorn. Right here. Get him out. They're in there really well. Okay, that's him. He's one of the main guys right there. Okay, that's Maggot, the one that I pulled out with the staff. He's like a wizard. And then you got the guy with the the sickle. I'm definitely going to be playing him. He's cool looking. Look at that. The big scythe going on there. He's going to do a lot of damage with that thing. And then you got the other female character right here. So she looks like she's got, I don't know what that is she's holding. a dead animal, perhaps. Maybe she's like a hunter. I don't know. Like I said, I kind of avoided a lot of the story elements, or ruining the story elements for myself. But there's another big four-armed bad guy, like the one we saw elsewhere. I guess he comes up later in the game. Now, you notice in this base box there's only 4 miniatures. I mean, you can play the whole game without the miniatures, I believe, because a lot of it's card driven. But anyway, this big stack here has mainly all of the locations on it, these tarot size cards, and you notice that there is a slot for more because there's more coming. Then I believe these are item cards, which are cool. We got item card decks, and we got secret decks. So I'm not going to open any. I'm trying to make sure we don't open things we don't want to open. These just looks like diplomacy cards. Remember, each character has their own set. This is the open and play. Do not shuffle this card deck. This is for the tutorial. I believe this one is. Nope, this is weather condition cards, other cards. We shall see. There are lots and lots of cards. I mean, you can see there's tons of cards. Combat decks. There's going to be more combat decks because, again, I think each character has their own individual deck assigned to them. Diplomacy. Nice. So it's the big combat, big diplomacy deck. And you can tell that the artwork on them is fantastic. These are combat, more advancement pools. So these are the things that you can get as your character advances in new combat cards. Revealed locations. These just have some, I guess, story elements. Again, I don't know what all these do yet. I've made a point of not looking. These are encounters. Remember, they're going to come in various levels, and they have special abilities. You have to align their attacks against them. It's a pretty interesting combat mechanic. Further encounters. These will probably get beefier as they go, right? And then, yeah, there's those guys again. Put those out. And then last but not least, you can see there's a ton of cards in here. These are the you're going insane cards. There's some insanity cards, but there's also some additional stuff. That's a trap right there. So that's what comes in the base game. And I know that might not look like a lot, but it's a lot of stuff, guys. That's a ton of stuff. Anyway, we're going to put things back into their respective receptacles. I suppose in baggies. Why not, right? I mean, that's what they're for. Might as well put them in the baggies, and get them into the places that house them in here. There's lots of room for stuff, mainly cards, it looks like, but there's plenty of room for other things as well. There's also a nicely engraved pair of dice in there. I didn't bother to take those out for you because they're dice. Anyway, I didn't open up all the cards. We're going to do that later when we get into the actual gameplay. For right now, I'm just going to put everything back where it belongs, and we'll continue on. Now, I am going to open the bonus box last. So if you don't want to see that, please stop watching now. And oh, by the way, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Really use that to keep the channel going and get it keep the ads running and stuff like that. And I don't do this for a lot of money. I just like it to pay for itself, and you can help me with that by making sure that I have plenty of subscribers to do this kind of stuff for you guys. Anyway, that's going to end the main box again. We'll dig more into it later as we get to a playthrough. So let's stop right now, pause, and we're going to take a look at the Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon surprise box. You know, some days speaking is easier for me than other days. Today's happens to be one of those days where it seems like speaking is challenging. So we got to take the tape off of this. There's a tape sealing it shut. I'm going to pop this open. Take a look. They usually preview another game as well. I noticed they have a... Oops, didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Not selling this game, so that is alright. Let's see what comes in the box. Well, there is a sealed letter. I don't think I should... What should I open that? It's probably a letter to us, right? So let's see. It is sealed. I'm going to try and open it nicely so we could perhaps reseal it. But what's it say? This is probably a thank you. Yeah, dear backer, thank you letter, which they always do, and I really appreciate that. It is here on screen for you if you want to read it. Okay. And then it came with an almanac, an Avalon almanac, which has all this artwork and design concepts and what the world looks like and stuff like that. And then, as usual, there's something for another game. Remember some other game I got to think for Tainted Grail, which, by the way, was great marketing because it definitely got me to look into the Tainted Grail game and then, of course, back it. But this looks like the art book for the ISS Vanguard. It's going to show you art from the game. Looks like a different kind of art style than their normal. Looks a little more simplistic or something. No, more. It's interesting. Definitely different. That's what the box looks like. We're going to read about it. You can develop a character, explore the scars. I have a feeling it's going to be Tainted Grail in space. Or that, at least in theory. I mean, the concept of it would be like a role-playing type game in space. There's planets and stuff that you go to. Okay, well, if you get the surprise box, you're going to get to see this. Now, this is not all that I'm getting. I think the only thing I didn't get from this initial round was the sleeves, because I don't know. Weird about that. Anyway, I didn't get the sleeves, but I do have plenty of all the other stuff. So, and there's more coming as the Kickstarter releases its second wave and all that good stuff. Lots of game here. Probably more than I'll be able to get to. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. It was a Tainted Grail. That was pretty cool, right? So that's what we're going to be playing probably pretty soon. There's some other stuff as well that I got to get to the table quickly. But this is definitely top of the list. It's an awesome game. Incredible artwork, incredible storytelling. So, guys, thanks. Appreciate it. See you in the next episode of something. Take care.